I'm Norg Sanderson, Student Loan Finance Corporation. We're in the business of being a secondary market for student loans. We had 4 events that happened in our company, and they're easy to remember because they all end in 8: 78, 88, 98, and 2008. 3 of those were totally out of our control, and one of those was totally ours to manage. Let me tell you about one, and that'll try to answer the question about what happened, because I think we need an example before we can really answer that what question. But what comes after that, in my mind, is why. So the what part, in 1978, when we started the company, we were going to be a servicer of student loans, and that was it. There was a guarantee agency that we were going to start, which was really a certification process for the Department of Education at the U.S. level that certified that a student was a student and that they could, in fact, borrow money under the reinsurance program with the Department of Education. The source of capital that we were relying on at the time we were starting the companies was the local banks of South Dakota would make the loans and hold the loans, and we would originate and service. I was the servicing company. My partner that was starting the guarantee agency was the originator and the certification process. That was it. Simple, easy. We were going to make a lot of money, and nobody would care what we did. About 6 months into the planning of this process and building the pipe for what we thought was going to be critical mass, the lenders told us no way would they ever make another student loan in their life. The student loans they had were terrible. They didn't understand them. The only way they would even originate a loan, but they would never hold one, was if we bought the loans that they already had. That had 2 immediate diametric decisions that we had to make in a very short time because we were running out of money. The one was, we're going to do what we can do to find 1 bank or 2 banks that will help us do what we want to do, or we can start a second company. Now, neither one of those sounded like a great idea when we don't have the first one making money. But we did it. Why did we do that? Because our customer said, if you don't do it, we won't participate. That's what happened to us. That made us a secondary market operation, which nobody had done before. We were the first one in the world, the U.S., to start a secondary market in student loans where we purchased all of the loans that were outstanding in the state of South Dakota at the time, and we brought capital into the state to make all of the future loans that would be made what we thought would be for a lifetime. That was a decision that was laid on us, not something we had anticipated, but it grew our company from what we expected to be about a $14 million company in 1 year to $52 million in 1 year. Within the first 10 years to that 88 period, our company grew about 400 to 500 million. By 1998, we were a $1 billion company, and by 2008, we were a $4 billion company because of that decision that we had to make that day. That's why we're here.